This is the right hand rear tail light area on a 2006 Toyota Vitz, and I have had to replace this tail light. So if you need to do this job, this is the cover that you remove. It just pops out, and there are two 10mm bolts. Well, there are 10mm nuts on studs. There's one just here, one just there, and there's one just up here. And it'll then pop out from the front, so you don't have to take off the bumper or anything like that. It's very, very easy to pop out this tail light. So here is my old tail light, and it failed a safety inspection because of this crack here. So here are the two studs where the 10mm nuts screw onto. There's only one plug to connect your loom into. This is the loom from the new light. They just cut that off. So this is the plug. It just snaps into here. And to release the plug, I used a small flat bladed screwdriver, this little one here, just to depress the little clip just there, so that I could just release the plug out. You'll find that it's fairly easy, and the new one just slips in into this location here. It can only go in one way. There's only one plug that supplies everything to this fitting. There is a small plastic pin that slides into here that has a little ball on the end that fits into a small rubber hole on the body of the car, just to clip this piece in. And the two nuts here are what really do the work in holding that light in place. So here is the light fitted, and I had a small bump in my rear bumper just here, which cracked the bottom of my lamp here. This was a few years ago, and I've managed to pass safety inspections like that, but this time they were adamant that they would not pass it, and even though I suggested that I glue it, put a bit of epoxy in here, do a nice job, they still said that they would fail it. So I had no choice but to replace it. I managed to find this as a second-hand part, which is in very good condition, and popped it in. So if you're having to remove the rear tail light, either the right hand or the left hand tail light, for a 2006 Toyota Vitz, it's a very straightforward job. The part number is 52-142, which gives it this design. Some of the designs have some of them are like red through here, but this particular one has got the two white areas for the reversing lights and the blinker. The blinker there, I believe, and this one here is for the reversing. Then you've got your normal tail light, and this up here is our stop light. So yeah, that was what I was doing this morning. Fairly straightforward job. Just make it a bit easier by using an extension on your socket, 10mm socket, and then once it's all done, you can pop this here back in place. And you're good to go. So my little car now is up to date and has passed its yearly safety certificate. They failed me on the broken lens, which I've replaced. They also failed me on the cloudy headlights, which I've had polished. That was quite good, $40 for both. And it also failed me on a split to this wiper blade, which I replaced as well. No arguing with these boys, you just got to follow their instructions, otherwise you're not going to get your pass. Here in New Zealand we have what is known as a warrant of fitness for motor vehicles. We call it a WOF. It is a 1 yearly safety test that the car has to go through, and you need that so that you can register the car for road use and also for your insurance. So now that's all done, I'm all nice and legal for the next 12 months. They had a good look through the vehicle and they felt that there should be no problems for passing in the future, now that we've made these small repairs, and that the headlights should last for a few years. They've actually skimmed it back, and I've got a fresh plastic there, so even with the sunshine on them, they should actually last for a while before they need to be repolished again. I said yesterday I would get back into here, drain the oil and remove the clutch cover. Well, I haven't done it, and it's already lunchtime, and I'm just feeling that I might not do it today. You know how you sometimes get those days where you think, no, I just want to have a bit of a break from working on it. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm just going to have a quiet day and not get back into this for a day or two. But when I do, I'll make up a little video to show me checking out with blue tack and refitting, making the clearance better, and removing that internal noise. Okay then, well, thank you for viewing, and if you have the job of having to remove these lenses, it's a piece of cake to do it. On some cars you have a couple of bolts down here which requires you to remove the bumper. On this car you don't need to do that, and it's really a very easy job to pop out the old one and to pop in the new one. I'll catch you in the next one.